Now we will see SSS test for similarity. Side, side, side. SSS test of similarity. What is this triple S test? It means that the three ratios of corresponding sides are equal. Side 1 of first triangle and side 1 of second triangle ratio. Side 2 of first triangle and side 2 of second triangle ratio. And side 3 of first triangle and side 3 of second triangle ratio. All three ratios, if they are equal, then the triangles are similar by SSS test. Let's see this example here. In triangle LMN and triangle STU, okay? Now take the ratios of the sides. Which ratios are you going to take here? Take the smallest side in the first triangle and the smallest side in the second triangle. Take the two smallest sides. So LM upon TU is 3 upon 9, which is 1 upon 3, right? Now take the second biggest side. Take the second biggest side in the first triangle, that is 6 here, and here it is 18, the second biggest side in both the triangles. Okay. So MN upon SU. MN upon SU will be 6 upon 18, which is also 1 upon 3. 6 ones are 6 and 6 threes are 18. Equation 2. Now take the biggest side of the first triangle. Take the biggest side of the first triangle and the biggest side of the second triangle, that is 7 and 21. Therefore, Ln upon St is 7 upon 21. That is also 1 upon 3, equation 3. Now, from the three equations, what do you see? The three ratios are equal because each of them is 1 upon 3. Each of them is 1 upon 3. So each of these three ratios are equal, right? Therefore, Lm upon Tu is equal to Mn upon Su is equal to Ln upon St. From 1, 2, and 3, from the three equations. Okay. What does that mean? That means that three pair of sides have equal ratios, or three ratios of the sides are equal, which means the triangles are similar by SSS test. Therefore, triangle LMN is similar to the second triangle by SSS test. Now, how do we write the correct order of the second triangle? If there's an angle, it is easy to get a single letter correspondence between the two triangles. But here we do not have any angles congruent because it is not AA test or SAS test. It is SSS test. So there is no angle to look for, only the sides we have. So looking at the sides, you cannot directly get the single letter correspondence. You cannot say that L corresponds with T and N corresponds with U. You can also not say that L corresponds with U and M corresponds with T. You cannot say that because it could be in any way. The order could be in any way. Then how do you get the correspondence? For that, you can compare the two numerators here. You can see that M is a common letter in both the numerators, right? M is the common letter in both the numerators. And here, what is the common letter? U. M and U. So M corresponds with U. Got it? So M corresponds with U. M is in the middle here. So U comes in the middle. Then you can compare these two ratios here, second and the third. N is a common letter, and here S is common letter in the numerator and the denominator. So N corresponds with, since N is common in the numerator and S is common in the denominator, N corresponds with S. which means N here is last, so S will be last. Got it? Also, you can take it like this. Since we already got that M corresponds with U, we can now say that L corresponds with T. Therefore, T will come first. So LMN is similar to TUS by SSS test of similarity. In this example also, three pairs of sides are given. That is, the three sides are given for both the triangles. So most likely they are similar by SSS test. So let's take the ratios of the sides. In triangle POQ and triangle ROS. Okay. Now, which is the smallest side in the upper triangle? The smallest side is the 1.5, that is OQ. And here in the lower triangle, the smallest side is OR, that is 6. So take the ratios of the sides here. OQ upon OR is 1.5 upon 6. If you multiply by 10, you get 15 upon 60. You know that 15 ones are 15 and 15 fours are 60. Therefore, it is equal to 1 upon 4. Equation 1. Now take the next pair here. The second biggest side in the first triangle is 2.4 and the second biggest in the second triangle is 9.6. PQ 2.4 and OS 9.6. So take the ratios there. PQ upon OS is 2.4 upon 9.6, multiplying by 10, it is 24 upon 96. Now you know that 24 fours are 96. So this ratio is also 1 upon 4. Now take the biggest side of the first triangle, that is 3.1 OP. Take the biggest side of the first triangle, that is 3.1 OP. And biggest side of the second triangle is RS, 12.4. 3.1 OP and 12.4 RS. So take the ratios. OP upon RS is 3.1 upon 12.4, which is 31 upon 124. Now, 31 upon 124 is also 4 because 31 fours are 124. So this ratio is also 1 upon 4, equation 3. So you can see that the three ratios all are having the same value, 1 upon 4. The first ratio, second ratio, and third ratio all are having the value 1 upon 4. Therefore, they are equal to each other, which means therefore OQ upon OR is equal to PQ upon OS, which is equal to OP upon RS, right? From 1 to n. Right? Now, since the three ratios are equal, three pairs of sides have equal ratio, therefore it is SSS test, three sides. Therefore, triangle POQ is similar to, now how do we write the order of the second triangle? For that, again, compare the two numerators here. The common letter is Q, and compare the two denominators, the common letter is O. Q is common and O is common, which means Q of the first triangle corresponds with O of the second triangle. So Q comes third in the first triangle. That means O comes third in the second triangle. Okay. Now compare the uh, numerator is in the second and third ratio. P is the common letter, and here S is the common letter. So P corresponds with S. P of the first triangle corresponds with S of the second triangle, right? So here P comes first, so here S will come first. Now, what is the remaining letter in this triangle? Second triangle. After S and O, R is the remaining letter, so that will come in the middle. S, R, O. R will come in the, okay. Or also you can look at the ratios and say that since we already got that Q corresponds with, uh, since we already got that Q corresponds with O, since Q is corresponding with O, we can say that O corresponds with R. O of the first triangle corresponds with R of the second triangle. So O is in the middle. So R is also. That is another way of finding the correct order by SSS test of similarity. Okay.